For the ANA, I'm Ryan Dinger. It's often said that creativity is marketing's superpower. It plays a pivotal role in driving innovation and brand success. That's why here at the ANA, we've made it a top priority to uncover the key factors needed to cultivate an environment where creativity flourishes. To achieve that goal, earlier this year, we issued a survey to more than 700 ANA Award jury members, some of the industry's foremost authorities on what drives powerful and effective creative, working on both the client and agency sides. In particular, we asked them about the main roadblocks they think impede creative excellence for brands and our industry. Today, we're taking a look at what they had to say. That's coming up next. Whether your brand is B2B, B2C, direct to consumer, or some combination of the three, creativity is critical to its success. That's a no-brainer, right? But getting that creativity right is a whole other challenge. There are a number of barriers that can stand in the way. So then, let's take a look at 4 potential roadblocks to consider when trying to supercharge your brand's creativity efforts. Roadblock number 1, poorly developed creative briefs. The creative brief is the single most important factor to enabling great creative. So, what does a poorly developed creative brief look like? 51% of all survey respondents defined it as a brief that lacks focus and clarity. When writing your own creative briefs, you should strive to keep them tight, rich with consumer insights, and focused on clearly defined objectives. Speaking of objectives, roadblock number 2, poorly defined KPIs. The number one goal of any piece of marketing creative is to drive a business outcome. That's obvious, right? And yet, KPIs are sometimes still not clearly defined or coming along way too late in the process. In fact, 32% of all respondents listed poorly defined KPIs as the second biggest roadblock to creative excellence. Your KPIs are critical and must be agreed upon before creative development begins. Doing so ensures everyone is working toward the same goal and will craft creative that is intended to achieve that goal. With clear expectations established, the brief can become a living, breathing document that can be massaged as the process goes on and new insights are unlocked. Roadblock number 3, relying on too many agencies. Surely you're familiar with the term too many cooks in the kitchen. Well, that's what can occur when your brand is working with too many agencies. Whether it's a communication barrier, a fragmented workflow, or simply competing ideas or perspectives, there are a number of ways creative work can go sideways when it is going across several entities. That's why 31% of marketer survey respondents listed this as a primary concern when it comes to creativity. To help alleviate the issue, think about how to streamline your creative process and reduce the number of agencies involved on any given project. This is very much a case where less will be more. Roadblock number 4, risk-averse cultures. Whether it comes from legal or the C-suite, there can sometimes be reticence to take creative risks. But here's the thing, playing it safe means the work is going to be boring. Boring! And nobody, no matter how much they love your brand, wants to engage with boring. That's why 25% of client-side and 31% of agency-side respondents listed risk aversion as a big concern. To avoid falling into this trap, you need to make a strong business case for why taking a risk makes sense. Use data and insights to hammer home the point. Trust me, a good executive won't argue with data. Beyond the data, though, it's important to listen to concerns about risk with real empathy. Hear the objector's perspective and address it thoughtfully. Explain how your team reached these decisions and why you believe it's the most promising path forward. Recognizing their humanity and mitigating their concerns thoughtfully can go a long, long way toward building trust and strengthening the overall relationship. And there you have it. Those are 4 roadblocks industry experts said you're bound to run into when crafting great creative. But tell us, did we miss anything? Is there a creativity roadblock you consistently run into? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're still unsure how to elevate your creative efforts, check out our custom creative brief template at the URL below. It's the perfect tool to help you craft game-changing creative briefs and supercharge your marketing. Until next time, thanks for watching.